All right, I thought we'd take a look at the Cyber Showdown event, a little mini battle pass that came out. Recall there was a Cyber Showdown sometime in the past that included that really cool visor that went in front of your Spartan's face. So, what does Cyber Showdown 2 look like? Well, let's go ahead and take a quick look. This is a 2-week battle pass, so you got plenty of time to finish it. Most likely, as with all of the other challenges that I have seen, you'll probably blow through this in just a few games. There's increased emphasis this time on hard light weapons and shock weapons, which kind of goes in tandem with the Cyber Showdown aesthetic, which makes a lot of sense. But I still think if you really want this, you're going to have absolutely no problem whatsoever about getting through it. So it's a free 10 level battle pass that includes some weapon coatings, some charms, and a new stance. So the aesthetic this particular go round is plum fire. You're seeing a lot of plum fire stuff. So let's go and take a look at that. So this is the new coating. It's definitely got a pretty heavy purple aesthetic with actually a green end there. I actually really like that. I think that looks really, really cool. I love collecting different AR skins, particularly AR. AR is my absolute favorite gun in this game, and despite the ebbs and flows I feel that it's had in terms of its overall effectiveness, it's still my go-to weapon in 9 out of 10 situations. And I want more skins, so sure. So level 1 will get you the MA40 assault rifle skin. Level 2 is going to get you the Mark 50 sidekick, which interestingly, and it does have the green at the end. I was just saying, they take the green out, but it's got the green there on the end. It's sometimes kind of hard to tell in this weapons bench what the actual color is. That's why I'm rotating and wiggling it so much, because this does have an iodized blue light coming up from the bottom, which looks gorgeous in terms of the shadow and the lighting, but it's sometimes hard to tell how purple this is going to be. I suspect most people are going to be most interested in the level 3 unlock, the Halo VHS, which is a really cool charm of the box art of the original Halo Combat Evolved, which looks awesome. I love any kind of charms on weapons that are flat. The problem is a lot of them have a lot of geometry to them, and when you're shooting or jumping, they sometimes glitch out a little bit and they get distracting, where it's kind of hard to actually, focus on a target. But here, this thing just is nice and flat against the edge of the gun. And by the way, how cool is that? What a nod back to the actual box art. I understand that they're making it look like a VHS. They might as well have just made it, though, the original box art of the game rather than pretending that it was a movie of some sort, but that's okay. I'm super excited to unlock that. Next, you're going to get part of the new armor sets, the themic epic gloves, which, I don't know. I always use a robotic hand, so I miss out on gloves at least on one hand because I just have the robot hand, which is fine. But these look all right. They have definitely some bulk to them on the top part of the knuckle. Like, realistically, I feel like these would be really hard to bend your fingers. Just looking at how this weave is here, because your knuckles are right there in the center. I know they got hinges on them, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to make a complete fist. Might not really matter in the future. Maybe they figure that thing out, or because you're a Spartan and you're super powered, you just blow through the glove. But that just seems like it'd be super uncomfortable. Next up is the another epic weapon model. This time the Mark 50 Groove Grip. So if I go back to the other one, you can kind of get a sense of the difference here as I click on this. In particular, focus on this kind of front part here of the gun in front of the trigger area where my cursor is. I'll go back to it again now so you could see now that I pointed out. You're like, oh, okay. I like that. It looks, it's different. I'm a fan of all the epic. I'm a fan of all weapon models. I don't care if they're epic or legendary or whatever. you could actually scrap the rarity of said models. I'm more excited that they're continuing to add more. This is really cool. It has kind of, much more boxed vibe to it, especially with this bottom part. Again, going back to compare how this gun has got a lot of contour to it. It flows a lot better, and even on the front where the bullet comes out, you kind of have multiple tracks there and multiple like holes and stuff. Here, it's more flat. On the front, you just have the bullet hole only and then that little vent piece at the bottom. So I like that. I think that's a cool addition. I'm excited to check that out. Continuing the Plumfire weapon coating, we have the M392 Bandit weapon coating. Again, here you can see that nice, vibrant green color. It's got some weave in it. Does it actually all have hex weave? Oh, I'm curious real quick. No? Okay. That's just an exclusive to Bandit. I didn't know. I like it. I like all the little blue pieces and almost turquoise pieces that have all the accent pieces for the different types of fire modes and all the little triggers and screws and everything. That's a really cool look. They also have the Plumfire for the BR-75 battle rifle, which I think also has a really good look to it. The battle rifle and a little bit on the AR have a little bit of kind of almost damaged them. They look chipped kind of here, where I feel like the gun was a little bit cleaner looking, maybe a little bit of a smidge there. But I feel like the this gun in particular doesn't really have much of that at all. I guess in the future, people take really good care of their bandits because you're not seeing that level of kind of decay on that one. At level 8, yet another epic charm. Oh, sometimes it does this where it doesn't actually put it in field of view. It's down there at the bottom. This is so annoying. I think I need to back out and go back in. This happened on my last video where I was looking at all these things. No, we're not going to be able to see it, are we? There we go. It's kind of annoying. This is the Pinballer charm. This is if Halo was a pinball machine or a little tiny one, those Power A pinball machines. It's got the cool retro kind of not cyberpunk, more like 80s aesthetic, like with that pink mesh and the sun kind of in the background. That looks really, really cool. So you could add yet another weapon charm to your arsenal. I still think the first one's better. I still stick by. I think charms that hang out like that are a little bit distracting, but that looks really, really cool. So that's exciting. At level 9, you're going to get a new legendary stance, the Craig cover band. Probably a nod to everybody's favorite a brute that came out during the Halo Infinite release. But it looks like here you're sort of playing a shock rifle as a guitar leaning back, which I'm okay with. Now, not a big fan of the shock rifle personally, but I love the stance. And if you complete everything and you get it all done, you're going to be rewarded with another weapon model, this time for the battle rifle, the BR-75 Dev Loop. Again, if I can compare to, let's see if I could do this. Was the battle rifle at 6 or 7? Hold on. We could do this, folks. All right. So take a look at, again, the kind of front part here. Look at where the barrel comes out. Look at this undergrip and then kind of this piece here. I switch over and you can see the barrel has changed, the undergrip piece here, and this has changed. This is a really, really pretty looking gun. I am really, really excited to get my hands on that. I love that they have continued to add more and more weapon models to allow you to customize your character even more. You're going to be seeing your gun way more than you're going to be seeing your armor. So the fact that this has actually been included in the game going forward is righteous. So there you have it. It is the Cyber Showdown 2. I think it's an awesome offering. Best of all, it's free. All you got to do is play. Knock out your dailies. You'll knock them out in absolutely no time. And then you can dress up your very own Spartan with the latest in Cyber Showdown wares. That wraps up today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.